what a show we've got for you tonight. I'll tell you, you will be glued to your television like eco-warriors to Jeremy Corbyn's garden fence. There they are. You know, Jezza, he refused to talk to them. He was very annoyed. Yeah, because that fence is the one where he likes to sit. Zing. Ironically, though, Corbyn broadly agrees with their environmental position. I mean, it's got so warm, even his shit creek's dried up. That's how hot it is. Now, one of the things the climate protesters wanted to do was stop the trains from running. You think, why don't you just wait for Easter? That usually does it. Yes, it's Easter bank holiday weekend. Now, most people get 4 days holiday, but the House of Commons has shut for an 11-day Easter break. Not that they've got anything to sort out, is it? Not busy. Theresa May, she wanted a walking holiday in Wales with her husband, Philip. So jealous. They were... Oh, the chat. They were spotted at a service station in Shropshire. The fun keeps going. 2 flat whites. Apparently, after she went to the toilets, and this is true, the police closed them to the public for an hour. Now, what had she been eating? Wait, that humble pie goes right through you, doesn't it? Hey, let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have music from pop sensation Mabel! Oh, it's so good. But first, he's one of our favourite guests. He starred in Harry Potter, Swiss Army Man and The Woman in Black. Now he's lending his vocal skills to Playmobil, the movie. Please welcome back Daniel Radcliffe! How many times have you done this show? Sit on that sofa. As he went from The Other Woman in Dr. Foster to Chilling Assassin Villanelle in the smash hit Killing Eve, now returning for its second series. It's the first time. Welcome to Jodie Comer! Lovely to see you. Come in, Daniel, Jodie. This Aussie actress has made us laugh in Bridesmaids, How to Be Single, Isn't It Romantic, and Pitch Perfect. Now she brings us her new comedy caper, The Hustle. It's Rebel Wilson! No one noticed. Nobody noticed. And joining Rebel in The Hustle is the Oscar-winning star of countless hits, including Princess Diaries, The Devil Wears Prada, and Les Miserables. Please welcome Anne Hathaway! Lovely to have you back. Have a seat, Welcome all. Lovely to see you all.
Happy Easter as
Yes,
well.
happy Easter. Well spotted. Yeah. and it's welcome back to everybody, apart from you, Jodie.
Yes.
Never been here before.
I feel like I've won a competition.
Well, I mean, because it is incredible. You know, because obviously everyone got to know you and Dr. Foster, but then Killing Eve and suddenly a global superstar.
Yeah, it's been a good year.
I bet it has.
Yeah.
Someone has been binge-watching.
Yeah.
Have you watched the whole thing?
I haven't watched season 2 yet because I've been travelling when it came out.
I'm already into season 2.
Oh,
yeah, I've already seen.
He got one off.
But Jodie, I'm not going to lie, when I found out you were on the show, I was standing up and I just actually fell to the floor. I was so excited that you were here. I'm such a fan.
Thank you. That's so surreal.
Daniel Radcliffe, have you watched Killing Eve?
I've already apologised for not having watched it back.
I said we'd let him live.
Yeah, thanks.
Just about.
Yeah. You can ask the questions later.
Cool. Yeah.
Who is this Eve?
I had a debate about whether, like, 'cause somebody was telling me loads about the show earlier, and I was like, do I, like, try and lie and fake it? I was like, nah, that's a terrible thing.
No, because also you'd have to trust the person, because they could really hang you out to dry. Right, Anne and Rebel bring us a really funny new film, The Hustle. It opens on the 10th of May, and this is a proper comedy caper farce. So tell us about it. Who are you? What goes on?
I play Josephine Chesterfield. I'm a very high-class con artist living in the south of France alone on the side of a cliff with a questionable British accent.
No, stop that. Stop it. What...
Maybe with a questionable British passport.
OK. They're all questionable now. But, but that side of a cliff, that house is amazing.
Isn't that house and that something?
It is gorgeous. Rebel, who you?
So I play Penny. I'm the low-rent con woman, so typecasting. And I see Anne's character and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to learn from her. I need her tips in conning people.
That was with a P.
Yeah. Yeah, not tits. Yeah. I've already got that. Yeah. And then she mentors me.
Unwillingly at first, but...
Yeah, and
you grow on me.
Yeah, and basically we get back at dirty, rotten men throughout the movie.
Yeah, we kind of operate under the moral code that there's a stupid men tax out there. So, like, you know, one of the cons that we do, well, most of the cons that we do is that we're, you know, kind of men's most basic idea of what women can be. And if you happen to believe in women like that, we're going to take your money.
Huh. Sounds fair. Yeah. And it is one of those comedies where there's lots of improv going on. I'm guessing there's lots of improv going on, which you both enjoyed.
Yeah. I mean, Annie especially, she enjoys when I, like, insult her.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
And she's very easy to insult.
But, I mean...
I don't know. It's just something about your sincerity or something.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue with it. I know. It's true. My favourite was when you called me an animatronic cock tease.
Yeah, because on that day you really look like it. But you called me a big-titted Russell Crowe.
You asked me to.
No. You're misrepresenting that story. Rebel's like, you know, Annie, call me a big-titted Russell Crowe in this.
Oh, did I make up that joke?
You did for yourself.
I like that. You're watching the film now, really laughing. Yeah. Best joke in the film. Let's watch a clip. Oh, this is you, Anne, deciding to take Rebel kind of under your wing.
What do men want?
Boobs.
No.
Back door. Front door. Pegging. Oh my God, threesome. What is it? What's the answer?
They want to be heroes. There is nothing more compelling to a man than a vulnerable woman. Observe.
Oh, wow, you can just tear up like that. You can just balance a tear right on that lower lid. And can you make the tear roll down your cheek? Oh. Okay, but can you make it go back up?
Now you try.
Okay.
Are you constipated?
No. Why all the theatrics? You're hot, that's enough.
It is not enough. Hot is not a career. Hot will get you gifts and trinkets, but you must pay for them in other ways. Sex, Penny.
Very good. Now, your British accent, very good, Anna.
Thank you very
But no,
much.
but apparently you genuinely thought, I won't have to do that.
I really did.
Like, when did you discover, oh, I'm really going to have to do this?
Like a week before shooting.
Why did you think that it wouldn't
I
matter?
don't know. I just...
Did I tell you I'm the boss of the movie? So I was like, yep, you have to do that now. Yeah.
No,
the boss of the movie.
Yeah. When you see the credits, that's
Rebel
Boss of the
Wilson's
movie.
boss.
Yeah.
No, I just thought that, I don't know, that it would be, it wouldn't make such a difference, and I thought that maybe everybody knows that I'm not British, and maybe in a comedy, you know, it could be distracting, and, you know, I've done it before and it hasn't always gone well, so I just thought if this goes badly, there's so stressful to watch somebody struggle through an accent. And then Chris Addison basically said, you're gonna do it. I need you to get confident with this and you gotta figure it out. So Joan Washington was my dialect coach. She was amazing and we made the best of it.
And you do other accents in it as well.
I knew I was gonna do the other accent. I just thought that maybe my
Yeah.
character could be American to start with and then...
And as the boss of the movie, you decided to go with Australian.
Yeah, I thought, give her all the accents. I do no preparation and just come on set. Yeah.
Because Jodie in Killing Eve, your main accent is amazing, but then you go off and do the different languages and things. Like, was that something... I mean, obviously, we'd heard you do kind of English accent.
Yeah.
But was that something you knew you could do? Like, as a kid, were you good at accents?
I've always, like, imitated, like, adverts and stuff with my dad. But I was the same as Anne. Like, in the audition, it was like, you know, she speaks many languages. And I was like, of course. Like, so do I. And then, like, never thinking that I would, like, you know, it would happen. And then as each episode came through, I was like, oh, Russian, German. Like, they kept going.
Wow.
What's your favourite one to do in the show?
I really enjoyed doing the Italian, purely because that was the one I found easiest to do. French is really hard.
And Daniel, you've done accents in lots of films, but there was a couple of words, apparently, in American that you still struggle with.
Well, not as much anymore because I've had. But like, I remember one of the first things I did as in an American accent, like the word girlfriend was very hard, and the word murderer. And I had to. I was playing a person who was accused of murdering his girlfriend, so like I had to say all of those things like quite a lot, and it was just like every time I came up against it, I'd be like, girlfriend, no, stop and let me go back.
My girl.
Yeah, but like accents is one thing, but like speaking languages, I had to say one line of French once, and it was the most stressful.
Yeah. Before every take, I forgot. There's a lot of outtakes of me going, line, please, anyone help. It's like, it's quite nerve-wracking.
I love your Russian in it because it's so badass.
Thank you.
And I was doing it a bit lately because when people come up to me and I'm just like not in the mood, I've created this like new Russian persona to
What's
throw
her name?
people off. Ivanka. and then people come up and they go, oh, hi, you Rebel Wilson. And I go, no. No, what do you want? No. And I try to channel your Russian. Yeah.
At least you don't kill them.
No, I don't.
Because now, you're talking about being boss of the film. Rebel, you are the producer.
Yeah.
And proper producer.
They gave me $40 million.
Wow.
Said, go for it. So I'm like, OK, how much do you want? Like, yeah, I'll get some, you know. Yeah, we'll have really good catering. Yeah. Hopefully the movie worked out well. They'll never give me money again.
But I think the thing is, when people see your name as producer, they kind of think, oh, that's just a vanity thing, where it was a nice thing for you. But you did work for it.
Yeah, I came up with the concept because it's based on Dirty Rotten Scoundrels that's had a few reiterations throughout history. And I went into MGM and said, oh, I'm feeling like we should do something like Dirty Rotten Skanks. And pitch this, which we ended up changing the title because skank is rude or whatever. And you go through all phases of development and filming the movie. And when we put the movie together, they gave it an R rating, which is quite rude. I think it's R for rude or whatever. But as the producer, I'm like, no, this is definitely a PG film. So I represented the film in the MPAA arbitration because I also have a law degree as well, guys. Basically, it's very hard for movies to win these arbitrations. You've got to address the jury. And I was very successful in overturning our rating.
What were your arguments?
I think I brought an
Are they the papers on today? There's papers in there?
Yeah. OK, let me get it.
OK.
So I brought... This was my official speech that I had to give an address. And it's very long, so I can't read all of it. But it's, I mean, it's real legal stuff, you guys.
OK.
How long did it take you to write?
So basically I said that it was sexist to give our movie an R rating when the original that starred two men was given PG-13. So I did an analysis between male comedies and female comedies and the language and stuff used in it. So in this point, I talk about the movie Anchorman, which was given a PG rating. And I said, The Hustle has 5 references to female anatomy, but the PG movie Anchorman has 9 references to male anatomy. 1 balls, 2 dicks, and I'm doing this very seriously. 1 dickweed, 1 penis, 1 testes, 1 erection, 1 loins, 1 crotchal joke, plus 20 references to female body parts, and it has lines including, I want to rub Vaseline on your hiney. I want to put some barbecue sauce on that butt and just bite, 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 munch, munch, munch.
And you're saying this to, like, a judge?
Yeah, I'm
That's
saying
great.
this to the jury.
Awesome.
What, are they laughing at this?
No, this is so serious. So serious. But I had to put all my arguments, and I'm like, you know, for example, even the Disney movie Frozen has an adult joke in it, where the character of Anna is referring to her fiancé's foot size and says foot size doesn't matter. I mean, that's clearly a penis euphemism. And it's in a G movie. And there's also penis euphemisms in 101 Dalmatians and Muppet Treasure Island.
Wow.
And
They're
those
really
movies,
shocked now. They're...
Yeah. Those movies are designed for young children to enjoy. So it goes on and on and on. I have a lot of arguments. The jury deliberated for less than 5 minutes and declared me the winner.
Nice. Woohoo! Well done, that woman.
So I was one of the first movies. I think the movie Mean Girls was one of the other movies to overturn their rating adjudication. Yeah, so...
Well done, you.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Case
Yeah,
closed.
thanks,
Good
thanks.
Now, Anne Hathaway, you've also produced something since you were last here, A Human Being.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess it did well.
Jonathan. And he's 3 now?
Yes, he is.
3. And I'm sure he's delightful. I'm sure you have a lovely relationship. But he apparently... Is this true that he doesn't like you to sing at all?
He does not. He does not like my singing voice in the
Like,
slightest.
how does he react to you singing?
Well, like, sometimes, like, he's very calm, and I'm like, OK, this is it. This is the moment. And so I'll maybe start to sing a song that I know he likes. And he goes, Mama, Mama, no. No, Mama, no. And then, like, I'll give it a minute, and I go, and he goes, Mama, 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 no.
Tough crowd.
You're like the most amazing singer.
He doesn't care.
Have you shown him your Oscar for Les
I was gonna say,
Miserables?
yeah.
I've been whacking him around the head with it.
You have children.
No, I don't.
All right, let's keep it that way.
Social services thought it best I did.
Yeah, but, you know, he loves Peppa Pig. Like, absolutely loves it. And we had a really amazing moment when I was kind of sat at the piano, and he loves the Peppa Pig Christmas episode, and I was trying to sing, work out one of the ones on the piano. And he let me sing it for him. And so I'm, like, kind of tearing up, because it's been a full 2 years of, like, I'm not allowed to sing to my child. And then I was crying, singing Peppa Pig to him.
Oh.
It was so lovely.
That's not so. At least you've got one.
I've got one
It's a very small
bossy
repertoire.
pig
Yeah.
working in my favour. I thought...
A short evening with Anne Hathaway.
Audience of one.
Right, new series of Killing Eve. Jodie returns as Villanelle. It's coming soon to the BBC. We can say no more. Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Now, the stats on this are amazing. The box set on iPlayer, every episode was watched by an average of 6 million people. I mean, what was that like coming back to Series 2, being on set knowing this is an enormous hit now?
Nerve-wracking.
Was it more pressure or was it more fun?
No, I think there is pressure because there's so much expectation. Like, before it, everyone was kind of like, killing what? Like, what is this new show? And now it's like, you know, everyone's kind of waiting on tenterhooks for it to come out. But I think once you start filming, you kind of just have to put it to one side. But when we started filming Series 2, we were filming on the street, and it was out here at the time, and there was just crowds of people on the street, and I think that's when we realised, oh, we should probably heighten the security. Yeah.
So what can you tell us about Series 2? Because it starts 30 seconds after the end of
premiere
series.
episode is amazing because I've already
thank
seen
you.
it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ruin anything.
Don't.
Okay. But that one bit, I'll just say to Jodie.
Oh, yeah.
That one bit with the teenage boy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Did not
amazing.
see that coming.
Did you not?
No, I did not see that coming.
Well, it picks up 30 seconds from where we left off, and both women are kind of reeling from the acts of what happened in the last episode. I won't say it.
Thank you.
Of course,
Who
yes,
hasn't seen it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
literally the only person in this room.
And Villanelle finds herself in a hospital in Paris and befriends an unusual character to try and help her get herself out of the situation that she's found herself
Well,
in.
actually, look, I tell you what, let's stop here because that is the clip we've got.
Okay.
It's you recuperating in hospital, talking to the boy in the next bed.
Hey, do you speak English?
Auditor,
What is your name?
Gabriel.
What happened to you, Gabriel?
Car accident.
Did they break your bones?
Yeah. And they had to put skin from my leg onto my face.
That's gross.
What is yours?
Stab wound. It's really gooey.
No way. A man stabbed you?
A woman stabbed me.
Women don't stab.
I know. It surprised me too. But she did it to show me how much she cared about me.
That's stupid.
No, it isn't. Sometimes when you love someone, you will do crazy things.
Excruciating.
Very good. Have you seen episode 2 yet?
No.
Oh, I saw episode 2. Episode 2 is really good too.
That's my favourite.
How many episodes are there?
8.
8. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Make some more. Well, in fact, series 3 has already been commissioned.
3. Yeah.
Which is
That'll be
fantastic.
the end of the year.
Yeah, and the whole thing that Villanelle, because she is quite an extreme character, presumably you get extreme reactions from fans and things when you meet people in the street.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just look at me and think, is it her? But I had one recently that was really strange. Someone asked me for a photograph, and I was like, yeah, sure, and was posing for a photograph, and then she quietly just whispered in my ear, will you strangle me? And I was like, ah. And my brother sister was with me at the time, and she was like, no.
Miss Comer will not do that. No.
Jodie, was that Betty? She does that.
Yeah.
But now, Rebel, your fans, they love you. I would say sometimes love you too much. Here's a picture of you with a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got
A Fat Amy
quote.
tattoo there on the torso. Yeah.
Yes.
That's dedication.
That is dedication, and, and because, he'd look good anyway.
Yeah.
With or without tattoo, he'd look fine.
Yeah, and
I'm
yet
not
he'd-
sure your face looks as good here.
Okay. I feel like
fringe.
that's the back of somebody's leg.
Well, no, because that's the pant line there, I think. That's the front, obviously. Well, not obviously.
Yeah, is that back or front?
Yeah. I'm not sure you will have seen these people.
Okay.
This is a man and woman from Poland.
Yeah.
And what bonds them is a love of you. They've got matching Fat Amy tattoos.
Jeez. Wait, what is it? What does it say? Oh, make America eat again. That's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, I came up with that for the 3rd movie. And I wore it on a hat. And they've, now got it on their bodies for life.
Because, Daniel, this is new to you, the idea of people having tattoos and things.
Right, I guess not. There's a lot of Harry Potter tattoos out there. Some people have just got a very kind of... Like, the Deathly Hallows seems to be the sort of, like, the subtle option that people go for that's, like, on wrists and sort of places. But then sometimes you just get, like, your face on someone's body, which is...
But you will sometimes talk to people and advise them about the wisdom.
Oh, well, no, yes, because there's a thing... Sometimes people have gotten my terrible, terrible handwriting tattooed on them. Like, I've had my signature where I've, like, signed someone's arm, then they've then got that, like, gone over by a tattoo artist, and I have, like, a terrible signature and terrible handwriting, and so I'll often just be like, don't, like, please don't, because I'll sometimes, like, get a sense of, like, are you going to tattoo this? And they'll be like, maybe, and I'll be like, don't, though, because you might not like me as much as you do now forever. You've got to leave room for that to happen. But, yeah, there's a lot of, I'm always weirded out by when people have just, like... There was a couple of Equus tattoos as well, like, which was of the poster, which was a very disturbing image. So, yeah, questionable.
But now, Jodie, I'm guessing you will be going to the BAFTAs because Killing Eve, 14 nominations.
Yeah.
I mean...
Thank you.
Nuts! That's it. But annoyingly, you are up against Sandra Oh.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh.
I know.
Head to head. That's like us for The Hustle. We're probably going to be head-to-head for the Oscar.
Yeah.
They're going to be which one? They were both so Oscar-worthy.
Actually, there is an Oscar link on the thing, because I think the year you won, I mean, it's right or wrong, that the year you won for Les Miserables, now you might have been out the back having a comfort break or something, Daniel Radcliffe was dancing on stage.
Well, yeah.
Weren't you?
She probably remembers it very much more as the night she won an Oscar. but yes, I also was there and danced that night. Yeah.
Something else happened.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, well, that year the Oscars were produced by people who had produced a musical that I did.
Oh,
And so they, like, invited me to come and dance as part of the ceremony. I was like, no one's going to ask you to do this again. Better say yes. And yeah, so I did that, and it was, you know, terrifying, but...
Well, when you say terrifying, though, I kind of think, are you doing kind of meditation beforehand or something? Because that's so terrifying, to sing and dance on live television.
Yeah, you just I don't know, you just go to, like, a blank space. I don't know, you just sort of think, well, I've told everyone I'm going to do it now, and there's a lot of people out there, and if I don't go out with these other two guys that are going to dance, it's going to look really weird. So I guess this is the only option we have left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Yeah.
But that time around Les Miserables, when the Oscar buzz was all, you know, intense, because kind of you were the favourite and everything, there were all these parties that people go to, and I believe there was it a dinner or a cocktail party that you went to with Daniel Craig?
Oh, well, so like, these moments happen when you feel like you've gone through the looking glass, you know, and before that you thought that things were one way, and then you kind of get invited into, like, the secret part. So it was a party that I'd always thought was a cocktail party, but then things started to go really well, and then I found out it was actually a dinner party too, if things were going really well. So I am at the dinner part, and then, like, all
a Tinder date. You have to do the drinks first, and then if it's going well, you get the dinner.
So I'm there, and you know, and it's just amazing, because you work really hard, and there's no guarantees that it's ever going to happen, and then it, like, starts to, and so they clear away the tables, and you're like, it's the cocktail part, and then Daniel Craig walks in, and I'm like, oh my God, I was at the party before Daniel Craig? Like, are you kidding me? This is amazing. And then and I'm like, what am I, like, can I go introduce myself to him? Am I allowed to look at him? Like, what's going on? And I look up, and Daniel Craig is going, and he mouths this, hey, you. Fuck you. And I'm like, oh my God, I have made it so much that Daniel Craig doesn't even know me, and he's messing with me. So I'm just like, fuck me? Fuck you. And so he goes, fuck you. And I'm just like, no, fuck you. And then he just goes, fuck you. And I go, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Do you want me to turn it up? And then Daniel Craig goes, oh, not you. And I look behind me, and Stephen Daldry is doing the rudest things you've ever seen. And I just look up, and Daniel Craig and I just pretend we don't know each other.
I like a whole room of people just watching Anne Hathaway going, what's up with her? Listen, we turned out to Daniel Radcliffe's latest offering, Playmobil the Movie. You can't see it until the 9th of August.
Yeah,
here now.
for ages.
Yeah,
sorry. But that is the reason I am ostensibly here tonight.
Yeah, no, children will grow into it. By the 9th of August, they'll be old enough to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you give us Rex Dasher. So who is Rex Dasher in the world of Playmobil?
He is a character who appears at a certain point in the movie to sort of help reunite the main character with her little brother, who they have been separated. But he is kind of the Playmobil version of, like, a kind of James Bond type character, and there was just something funny to me about the fact that everyone in this room will know how ridiculous this is, because you hear people that talk like me all the time. But in America, people hear me talk like this and they go, oh, you're good for James Bond. And I'm like, no, you have no idea how much I should not play that part. Like, I am not right for that, and no one would be casting me as that. But, like, Playmobil James Bond felt more likely. Yeah, so I can do that.
That was doable. And I know you've done voices and things like The Simpsons and stuff. Was it in Harry Potter you had some vocal skills from Harry Potter?
Well, yeah, just because, like, there's a... people are going to love this. We're talking about ADR. So, yeah, ADR is like a kind of looping thing you do after the film's been finished. And I had to do a lot of them on Potter, and I apparently act with my mouth a lot. So, like, in my, like, breaths and efforts, like, I did, like, 400 loops of breaths and efforts on one film, and so I'm really good at them, and I weirdly enjoy them, and it's this really, like, it's the crappiest thing to be proud of, but, like, every time I do ADR, the ADR editor is like, "You're really good at breaths and efforts," and I'm like, "Yes, I know." Thank you.
I still don't understand. Like...
Yeah, so, like,
you sit down in a chair and go,
yeah,
is that?
It's like doing...
And if they cut to you
Sometimes
with
it's
a
even
shot,
just out the
then
nose. Your mouth
exactly.
might even be open, and it's just like a...
And so it's sort of like doing karaoke, but with just, like, watching your lips and being like, is that like a lip smack, or is that a grunt? Or am I breathing out there or in? Like, I get very into it. I really enjoy it.
Only person.
I know, everyone hates ADR, and I'm like, no, I really enjoy it. Let's go.
I feel like, that's enough, Daniel.
Yeah. We've got it.
We've really got it.
Yeah.
And, of course, with the film, comes your own little figure.
Yeah. It was, and I actually have... There you go. Yeah, they've actually done one of you as well, which is... So there's a...
Say what now?
There's a... Yeah.
Oh! Actually, quite good.
It's quite good. And I'm told that I sort of think... I've been told you have, like, a collection of versions of you that have been made and brought as gifts. Is that...
There are some other toys of me at home.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I hope it's going to be added to
special
the
room where I go to play with myself.
Right, yeah.
Put the microphone and everything.
I know, there was a lot of detail.
It's fully accessorised.
I really...
Actually, I'm nearly...
You're sort of matching it.
Yeah.
It's done very well.
Yeah,
well, good.
I'll leave it there.
I worked very hard on it, so I'm glad you like it.
No, I'm very, very impressed. But now, presumably... So I'm showing you your... Sorry, I threw you away.
Oh, I don't know.
That was bad. But... But presumably, you know, some people must be very excited, like me, when they see a figure of themselves. But you...
Right, I mean, yeah, no, the director actually sent me a very well-meaning text of all the, like, the toys and stuff that they've got lined up to come out when the film comes out, and he was just like, "Congratulations, you're a toy!" And I'm like, I don't want to rain on your thing, I've just been a toy a lot. Which, again, just sounds like a very conceited thing to say, but it's not meant that way, it's just a weird fact of...
Of all the people he could have texted.
Right, yeah. It's just like, I've been seeing myself as weird plastic figurines for a long time.
OK, I tell you what, let's see a clip of Playmobil the movie. Here you are.
Rex is brilliant, suave, fun at parties, fosters abandoned dogs, a master of disguise. Oh, and did I mention roguishly handsome?
Surprise, Rex Dasher. Rex Dasher! At your service.
Ha ha! I love that trick! Never gets old. Word of advice. In this town, nothing is what it seems.
Wait,
Hush! My enemies have eyes and ears everywhere. This way.
Rex Dasher!
After me.
This one's just garbage.
Very good. We should also mention Miracle Workers, which is finished in America, but it's coming here soon.
Soon, at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Steal it on the internet.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I guess not.
Don't. But it was a big hit. It's you and Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, it's myself and Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi plays God. That's the very short pitch of the series. That's how I'm just, you know, if that doesn't get you interested, then what will? Like, yeah, he's playing God, kind of presiding over a heaven that is falling apart and chaotic, and we have to. And he kind of, like, on a whim decides to end the world, and then me and a bunch of other characters who are kind of very low-level angels have to convince him that the Earth is worth saving. And it's very just, like, sweet and earnest, but also very dark, and a lot of people die.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
It's a good mix. Yeah.
We've got a picture of you. This isn't you in character. This is.
Yes, that's a part of. So so the angel I play in that show, at one point we all go into the past lives that the angels had when they were on Earth, and everyone else had very glamorous past lives, except for me, whose past life was that I was a guy that lived and just watched a bog all day long. And I spent like 2 hours in makeup for that, and then we were on set for like 5 minutes. It was one shot of me just eating mud. It was very fun. Yeah.
Now, that is you in a former life, and that reminds us...
Oh, God.
In previous appearances on the show, Daniel Radcliffe, we've discovered this thing, Daniel Radcliffe, time traveller. Okay. So here's some of the
hits.
This is some of the hits we've seen so far.
Okay.
Here's Daniel.
Basically, like, I look like a lot of older women from the past.
Don't ruin our item.
Sorry, no. I mean, no.
He also looks like some men from the past.
There you go.
Can you spot him in this? Can you see him? Yeah. This is one of my favourites. This is him as an art.
Oh, yeah. It's like a stern Victorian lady. That's what I look like, apparently.
Now, so anyway, so after that, it's now got ridiculous. We get sent these all the time.
What?
Next time Daniel's on, show him this, show him that.
Oh,
now, some of them are good. Like this that is conceivably you, or a relative even.
Who is that person? Should I be trying to play him in a film? What is it?
Yeah, let me play him.
Yeah.
So that is quite good.
Yeah.
This, in fairness, this is quite piss poor, really. That's just a nun in glasses. That does not look like you.
The criteria there has just widened. A person wearing glasses.
Yeah, but this one is I think it's maybe she's a Lady Gaucho or something. I don't know what she is, but God, it looks like you. Daniel Radcliffe, time traveler, everybody. Very good. Right. It is time for music. This British pop star burst onto the music scene last year with her hit Finders Keepers. Now she's here performing her chart-topping new track, Don't Call Me Up. Please welcome Mabel!
When I'm underneath the bright lights, when I'm trying to have a good time, 'cause I'm good now, you ain't mine, nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up when you're looking at my photos. You're getting hot, losing control. You want me more now, let go, nah, 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 nah. I'm over you and I don't need your lies no more. 'Cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'd change up my cold heart, but it was your game that left scars. Ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, I gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, nah, take it out. Baby, I wanna hide. You're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk. So don't call me up, 'cause I'm here looking fine, babe. And I got eyes looking my way, and everybody's on my vibe, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up. My friend said you were a bad man. I should've listened to the back then. And now you're trying to hit me up again. Nah, 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 nah. I'm over you and I don't need your lies no more. 'Cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'd change with my cold heart, but it was your game that left scars. Ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, I gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, nah, take it out. Baby, I'm on a high, you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk. So don't call me up. Don't call me up. Don't call me up. I'm over you and I don't need your lies no more. 'Cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'd change up my cold heart, but it was your game that left scars. Ooh, call me up. I'm going out tonight, feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, I gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of your mind, not to get out. Baby, I'm on a high, you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk, so don't call me up.
Whoa! Mabel, everybody! Great job! Thanks to the dancers, the musicians. So good. Come and join us, too. Mabel! Oh, that was gorgeous. Thank you so much. Mabel, come and say hello to everybody. That's Daniel, Jodie, Rebel, and... Love Ali. Woo! Proper pop star clothes. Well done.
I mean, I'm trying. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's
I
good.
think these were made for somebody with like a lot longer legs than me. Pretty sure.
You're in them now. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Go out after the show. You need to use those boots. Yeah. So that is the single. It's out now and it's a hit. It's all, I hear it everywhere. It's fantastic.
Well, that's good.
But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, there's an album. So this is the new album, debut album.
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
So high expectations. And when is this out?
It is out the 12th of July, and you can pre-order it now. Announced it yesterday, which is so exciting. It's been like 2 years of really hard work, just figuring it out. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm like, it
must be such an amazing feeling that finally it's out in the world, nearly out in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! And the song that you just made, the "Don't Call Me Up." What I like about it is that it's sort of pop as therapy, because you wrote it about how you wanted to feel.
Exactly. So when I wrote the song, I was going through like a very specific, difficult breakup. I mean, breakups are difficult in general.
Yes.
They kind of suck.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be over this person, so I'm going to write a song about how I'm going to feel in 6 months when this person's calling me and I'm like, hey, I just don't care anymore. And it's going to feel great. And the song kind of helped me get there.
Wow. Amazing. And now he feels sick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be petty.
And we should say, because this is I'm not sure we've had this before, a pop star who is a kind of a child of a pop star and a pop producer. I mean, you grew up with pop.
I did, yes. My dad's a producer and my mum is an artist.
Nina Cherry?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look, there they are.
But because of your dad, like, did he record with people in the house?
Yeah, there were always, like, people around. But people always ask me this, and I'm like, I was just a kid. I was just building Lego. Like, I didn't care who was in the house.
Or
like, now people are like...
I
was just like...
Very like
I didn't care. They were like, oh, did you know blah, blah, blah from Massive Attack and the Sugar Bits? I was like, I was doing something. I was painting or, like, I don't know, I don't remember. I was just a kid.
How depressing if you're in the Sugar Babes going, she was a child. Well done, you. Oh, by the way, I should say, you are a fan of...
OK, I really don't want to be this person.
Do it.
I'm literally the biggest Harry Potter fan. Like, I used to dress up as you. I've been trying to play it cool, and I'm really stressing out right now. No, literally, like... You low-key taught me how to read.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, because
well,
I was like,
I can't take credit for that.
It was you. Thank you so much. It was you.
You're welcome.
I used to dress up as you. Used to like camp outside the cinemas. Yeah, it was.
You did like midnight openings and all of that, for the books as well. Or oh, well done, nice.
All of that.
Have you been sorted into a house? Do you know where that you land
So basically, I'm Ravenclaw.
Okay, cool.
I want to be Gryffindor, but I'm Ravenclaw.
Okay.
And I've accepted that's who I am. That's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And also, what's not depressing about this is you were both children, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were. It's not like kind of, oh, look at my fans, fully grown up. It's like, no, you were both children at the same time.
I guess so, although I am already getting to the point where, like, young kids who are being, like, introduced to the films look at me and be like, that's not him. You know, I've just watched the first one. Time has ravaged you.
What happened to Harry?
Exactly.
What did you do to Harry?
Especially, like, with any kind of beard or stubble, they're just like, no, this is all wrong.
Well, listen, Mabel, thank you so much for that great performance, and good luck with the album. High expectations when it comes out in July. Mabel, everybody! Brilliant, really good. Thank you. That is nearly it, but before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You all right?
Yes.
Good, good. What's your name?
Katrina.
Katrina, lovely. And where are you from, Katrina?
I'm from Ashford, Surrey.
Ashford, Surrey.
Yes.
OK, good to know. And what do you do in Ashford, Surrey?
I'm a housewife.
Lovely, very good. Off you go with the story.
I went into hospital for a minor op and I had an IV drip in my hand. I came home after a couple of days, my hand started to turn blue. So everybody was stressing, worried about me. So took me up to A&E and waited 2 hours to be seen. Went to be seen, the nurse couldn't find anything wrong. So she called for a second opinion. Another nurse came in and she just got a wet wipe and wiped my hand and she went, oh yes, it is, you got new genes, it's your where you had your genes.
That's quite a good story. That's a good one. Give them all. Give them all, Katrina. Yes.
You're like, oh, it's the new jeans. Yeah.
No, I liked it because it was nice and clean, nothing horrible happened. Yeah, it's all good, very good. Who's up next? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Jess.
Jess, lovely. And what do you do, Jess?
I'm a PA.
A PA to...
to someone in finance.
OK. And when you all go back to work on Tuesday, might you be fired after telling this story?
Quite possibly, yeah.
OK, let's go for it. OK, Jess, off you go with the story.
So I used to live with my best friend. And we had a film night one night where we'd get in bed in our matching onesies and we were actually watching Pitch Perfect. Hi, Rebel.
Yeah. And what's that?
we were lying back watching it, drinking our wine, and about halfway through we ran out of wine. So I leant forward to pause the film on my laptop. And what my friend didn't know is I don't wear any underwear under my onesie. I just had nothing on underneath. And what neither of us knew is I had a hole in the crotch of my onesie. So I leant forward to pause the film, and at the same time, my friend, who wasn't really paying attention, she went to poke me in the bum. And as fate would have it, her finger and the hole in my onesie and a part of me she shouldn't be touching all lined up perfectly. And there was this moment where I turned around, like, and her face was like... and we just sat there frozen, and then we didn't talk for about a month. We couldn't look at each other in the eye.
You can walk as well. You can walk as well. Oh. All right, that really is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have to go on the red chair yourself and tell your story, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Please say thank you to my guests, Mabel, Daniel Radcliffe, Jodie Gomer, Rebel Wilson, and Anne Hathaway. Woo. Join me next week with music from The Specials, star of stage and screen Matthew Broderick, Hollywood heartthrob Zac Efron, funny man Seth Rogen, and Oscar winner Charlize Theron. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bringing the party right to your ears